Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
A man is arrested in connection to a deadly hit-and-run Christmas morning. The charges the 20-year-old faces.
A lawsuit's filed against the city of Rockford over the location of an abortion clinic on Auburn Street. 4 people who live nearby want the court to revoke the business's permit.
And with sub-zero temperatures here in the state line, a lot of the area's homeless population don't have a place to stay. We take a look at a place in Rockford that allows residents to stay the night. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson. A Rockford man's arrested accused of a deadly hit-and-run Christmas Day.
20-year-old Jerwarn Porter Jr. is charged with hit-and-run involving death. Early Christmas morning, police were called to Gilbert Avenue near Kilburn to reports of a woman lying in the road. According to investigators, 48-year-old Lisa Judson was the victim of a hit-and-run. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Investigators were able to identify and locate Porter. He's being held in the Winnebago County Jail. Porter's due back in court March 23rd.
Everyone's okay after a morning fire in Rockford. First responders were called to East State Street near Swedish American Hospital around 8:30. When firefighters arrived, flames were coming from a first-floor chimney area in the house. Crews got everything under control within about 10 minutes. The fire department estimates damage at about $20,000. No one was displaced. Investigators say the fire was an accident.
Neighbors of a new Rockford abortion clinic are suing the city of Rockford. Sean and Lisa Rylat, Janet Savino, and Amy Lotzer filed the suit yesterday. All 5 lived near the clinic on Auburn Street. They claim the city illegally allowed a medical facility to open in a residential neighborhood. The suit also claims Dr. Dennis Christensen was given the ability to run the clinic as a home business, even though he does not live there. The suit's asking the court to revoke the permit for the clinic. Christensen, his business, and the Rockford Zoning Board of Appeals are also named as defendants in the suit.
Gas and electricity shutoffs soared in Illinois last year. A new report cites ComEd and Nicor Gas as extreme examples of ordering shutoffs for non-payment in 2022. ComEd reportedly canceled service for more than 225,000 customers through October. That's up 27% from the same 10 months the year before. Over the same period, Nicor stopped service to 24,000 customers. That's a 38% increase. The service cancellations made Illinois the leader in utility shutoffs among 30 states.
Just weeks after Southwest stranded thousands of airline passengers over the holidays, senators will discuss the introduction of airline passenger protection legislation. That's the Airline Passengers Bill of Rights and the Forbidding Airlines from Imposing Ridiculous Fees or Fair Fees Act. Alexander Limon has more from Washington, D.C.
Lawmakers say 2022 was already a turbulent year for the airline industry.
Through October of 2022, the major airlines canceled over 144,000 flights, nearly 50% more than before the pandemic.
Then came the Southwest meltdown.
It has never been more uncomfortable and unpredictable or more stressful to travel by air.
That's why Democratic Senators Ed Markey and Richard Blumenthal are introducing 2 bills to protect airline passengers. One is the Fair Fees Act.
Prohibits airlines from charging fees, including bag, seating, cancellation, and change fees that are not reasonable.
The other bill, the Airline Passenger Bill of Rights, would provide other protections like ensuring quick refunds after cancellations or excessive delays. It would also ensure passengers are paid a minimum of $1,350 if they're involuntarily bumped from a flight. Democrats hope Republicans will support the measures.
We threw billions of dollars at the airlines back when they were nobody was flying.
Republican Senator Tommy Tuberville says airlines used the money for the wrong things and agrees more oversight is needed.
We need to bring these CEOs into this building and say what's going on.
Both the U.S. Travel Association and the International Air Travel Association declined our request to comment. In Washington, Alexandra Limon.
U.S. worker pay and benefits see a third straight slowdown. They grew 1% in the fourth quarter compared to the third. Wages and benefits saw a 1.2% increase in the third quarter. The latest figures may help reassure the Federal Reserve pay hikes won't fuel higher inflation. But the report won't likely change the Fed's plans to tighten credit further in the short term. The Fed chairman has said fast wage gains are the largest obstacle to bringing inflation down to the 2% target.
2022 was a remarkable year for home sales in the state line. That's according to local realtors. Northwest Illinois Alliance of Realtors presented its 2022 full-year housing review today. 3 major milestones were set in our market. The highest ever average sale price was just under $180,000. Homes sold in record time, too. On average, it took just over 20 days. In all, 4,500 properties were up for sale. It's down 12% from the year before. Each month, an average of 370 homes were on the market. That, too, was an all-time low. Experts say lower inventory will help moderate the market in 2023.
We saw that pinch begin in COVID. It's continued as building costs have significantly skyrocketed, that you have situations where we can't really build our way out like we would normally. Additionally, with some of the higher interest rates, I think it's kind of keeping some folks still in their current homes.
The association believes 2023 will still be a seller's market. Experts expect homes to sell pretty quickly. With the bitter cold temperatures, one church has opened its doors to Rockford's homeless population.
Second First Church's overnight cafe gives people a warm place to stay for the night. Taylor Castro learned more about this resource. Taylor?
Eric, Mimi, with temperatures below zero, the overnight cafe opened early yesterday and is opening early again tonight. The people who come and stay check in, get a mat to sleep on, a bedroll with 2 blankets, and dinner. In the morning, there's a grab-and-go breakfast. Due to limited space, the initial limit was 35. Last night, they hosted 47 people. There's one specific item they're in need of.
The supplies have been donations. We're looking for a source for some more mats. These had been used for packing materials, and the source we got them from, they're no longer used. They're using peanuts, foam peanuts. They don't work. So if there's someone in the community that has access to this high-density foam.
They're also looking for help with meals. You can find a link to sign up to bring in a dish in this story on our website, mystateline.com. I'll have more on how they make this a safe space for the people who stay coming up at 6. Eric and Mimi.
Food pantries are ready for a possible uptick in demand as SNAP benefits in Illinois decrease. In March, those benefits go back to pre-pandemic levels.
Our Nicole Delgado spent the day at a local food pantry. Nicole, what'd you find out?
That's right, Eric and Mimi. I found out that 2 million people in Illinois receive SNAP benefits, and families will see their benefits lowered anywhere between $95 to $250 per person each month, depending on their household size and finances. This is leaving people and pantries with big concerns.
We are expecting to be impacted come March. For some people, they're losing maybe 40% of their SNAP benefits. And that has a really large impact on families.
Executive Director of Rock River Valley Pantry, Kim Adams-Baki, tells me as one of the food pantries in the state line, they are preparing now for March, when SNAP benefits will be reduced. They are looking at where they can get additional food, buying from food brokers that big stores use.
Hearing that one thing that we thought we could count on for shopping is being reduced means we're going to have to rethink how he's going to eat every month.
Local residents Jeff and Dusan Volk tell me they are retired. Their disabled son is on SNAP benefits and they are concerned for him.
How he's going to eat and get food that's nutritious throughout the month will be a big concern for him, and it's a huge concern for us.
Kim says she knows this is going to force people to turn to food pantries across the state line, and we're already seeing it.
Our new clients have increased by 89% from a year ago, and that's with SNAP benefits. I'm just leaving you with the question, what kind of increases will we see come March?
The Volk family says this is not how people should live.
I'm disappointed because I think with some good brainstorming, we could have found better ways than to look at this community of people and say they'll do fine. We can cut funds here and they'll figure out a way to make it. I don't know that that's true.
Rock River Valley Pantry encourages the community to come together and help if they can. Eric, Mimi.
Now, your First Warn weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
We had lots of sunshine out there. It is good for the soul, right? After a month that has been filled with cloud cover but warmth, now we've got the opposite. We've got the sunshine, but a lot of cold out there. That clear sky going to stay with us here for the night tonight. We take a live look with our Supply Corps camera over downtown Rockford, overlooking the Rock River. What is really impressive here over the last 24 to 36 hours, just how much ice has actually formed on the river with that drop in temperatures. And while it's nice and kind of pretty to look at, it has caused some issues already with some ice jams that are starting to develop on a portion of the Rock River. So because of that, we do have a flood watch that is in effect until Thursday morning. This is for Winnebago County, specifically for the Rock River in McChesney Park, developing ice jam. Both river spotters and river gauges are indicating that there is an ice jam developing near Bauman Parkway and Latham Road, or Bauer Parkway, excuse me, and Latham Road. So kind of in between that area. So what happens with these ice jams, you get kind of this ice that forms with that rapid drop in temperature on the river. As that ice goes and works a little further downstream, it kind of gets caught maybe on a bridge or an overpass or on a turn in the river. And then what happens is you start to get some flooding downstream from that. A lot of times you don't get any warning sign that this is going to happen. So ice jam flooding can be very quick and can occur with little to no warning. So that's why if you live along the river and you've got ice that is forming and you're in an area that maybe sometimes tends to see some of this ice jamming occurring, just be vigilant here over the next couple of days. Now our temperatures are going to warm and we may end up seeing some development of some ice jams that are breaking up on the rivers as our temperatures warm later this week. It is cold out there. We're at 5 in Freeport, 6 in Rockford, but when you factor in the wind, it's already down to 12 below in Rochelle. And our wind chill numbers tonight, like last night, not going to get extremely cold, but when you wake up tomorrow, wind chills will still be around 15 degrees below zero despite that light wind. 6, our weather watcher Mike here in Forston is checking in. He's got a light breeze from the southwest, and that's where our winds remain for most of us, right around 5 to 10 miles per hour. High pressure moving a little further to the south of us. Winds will stay light, about 5, 6, 7 miles per hour, but it'll be just enough as our temperature tonight again drops back below zero. It won't be quite as cold. We got down to 11 below here this morning, but down to about 2, 3 below before a slow rise in numbers tomorrow. And that cold really gripping much of the plains, the Great Lakes, the Midwest, even extending all the way down to the south. A lot more cold air found to the north where that snowpack is deeper, and that's playing a big role in the chill here that we feel currently. 2 below, that's the temperature. We'll drop to 4 tonight. Winds from the southwest at about 5 miles per hour. Wind chills down to about 15 degrees below zero, up to 23. So a little improvement. Wind chills will still stay in the teens through the afternoon tomorrow. Not quite as bad as what we woke up to 4 years ago. Eric, maybe you remember that. 31 degrees below zero on the 31st of January 2019. 26 for Thursday. We'll bring back some of the cloud cover on Friday and then maybe some light snow later into the weekends.
Now sports with sports director Scott Leber.
It's been a lousy January for the Ice Hogs, but they have a chance to end it on a positive note tonight. They're going to host the Manitoba Moose. The Ice Hogs are 1 point behind the Moose in the AHL Central Division for 4th place. The Hogs haven't seen these guys since before Halloween. They played 3 times back in October. The Ice Hogs won 1 of the 3 games. And the Hogs are in their worst stretch of the season. They've lost 7 straight games, but the guys still believe in themselves.
We know what we need to do. We know we have a group in here that, we can start winning games again, and we have to just stick with it. Anytime you lose a bunch of games in a row, it can be tough. So I think getting that first win will be huge, and then the guys will feed off that energy, and we'll get back on track.
I think we have a belief in the group, and even us as a staff believe in them, and the group has been played well. The body of work throughout the season has been really good, right? So that's the biggest focus for us.
Now, Stallbert just returned to the Ice Hogs from the Blackhawks on Sunday. What an experience he had with them. He went 2-0, and he became only the 3rd goaltender in Blackhawks history to win his first 2 career NHL starts. He said he was surprisingly calm for his first NHL start.
I always get a little nervous before every game, but I was kind of waiting for the big nerves to hit me, and they never really did, which was good. So, yeah, I just felt comfortable in there and like it was another game. So,
was there something one of the coaches or other players up there said to you that kind of helped you relax a little bit?
I don't know. They just told me to go out there, have fun, enjoy it, and just play hard, right? I think that's the only thing that you can do. So, yeah, the guys were great, and the staff was great as well.
Well, the Bulls will be in action tonight. They will host the Clippers. The Clippers have had a hard time again this season getting Paul George and Kawhi Leonard healthy and on the court. Well, the mere mention of Dexter Fowler's name warms the hearts of Cubs fans. What a key cog he was, and the Cubs climbed toward their World Series championship in 2016. And today, Fowler announced his retirement. He played in only 14 games for the Angels last season. He was only with the Cubs for 2 seasons in 2015 and 2016. His stats weren't eye-popping, but he was the perfect leadoff hitter for those teams, and he was great in the outfield defensively. Cubs Nation, thanks you, Dexter Fowler.
Clear skies on the first morning. Interactive radar brought to us by Rockford Auto Glass and more. Clear skies will allow our temperature to once again drop back below 0. Wind chills when you wake up tomorrow morning could fall as low as 15 below. We'll see sunshine again, still kind of chilly. Temperatures stay in the 20s, big drop by Friday.
All right, thanks, Candace.
And thank you for spending some time with us. Stay safe.